Welcome to Siccar Point, on the east coast of the Scottish borders. I want to take you on a journey back 425 million years ago and show you this beautiful location as it is today from an Earth scientist point of view. We'll explore the geological, geographical and natural wonders of this area. Here we have an example of bedded sandstone. Much like the beds you sleep in, rocks are laid down in a bed, as you can see from these horizontal layers, tilted at an angle of about 45 degrees. These stunning cliffs that make up a large part of the Scottish coast are called the Devonian Old Red Sandstone, deposited 345 million years ago in a desert-like condition. Would you believe that at this time, Scotland was part of the equator? Here we see the older and thicker Silurian greywackies, laid down in a completely different climate at the bottom of the sea. Can you see the difference between the angles of the rocks? And here we have it, Hutton's Unconformity, named after James Hutton, the father of modern geology, born right here in Edinburgh. The older Silurian greywacks were laid down first 425 million years ago as a type of mudstone at the bottom of the Iapetus Ocean. After nearly 100 million years of squeezing and deforming the rocks, we see the deposition of the near flat-bedded red sandstone 345 million years ago. Look at the difference between the two rock types. Overall, there are three rock types seen here: the basal conglomerate with chunks of the greywacke in it, the old red sandstone and the greywacke itself. So what really makes these rocks different? Here we see the sandstone. See how it's bedded at a very shallow near horizontal angle. This is because it's only experienced a tiny bit of tilting. Up close you can see the coarse sandy-like texture and the deep red colour, which actually comes from the presence of iron oxide, just like the deep red you get on rusted metals. Now you can see the thicker greywacke beds, tilted nearly vertically upright, jutting out of the beautiful North Sea. The greywacke would have been deposited as a sort of thick mud at the bottom of the ocean. Do you see the high tilting angle? Looking closely you can see the differences with the sandstone, the finer grained dark earthiness of the greywacke. Due to erosion from the sea and weathering, the greywacke units now stick out in clear structures like ribs. Now we come to the final unit, the gap between the sandstone and the greywacke. This is called a basal conglomerate and is marked by its rough texture with lots of pebbles and rock fragments all mashed together. Do you see the coarse-like texture, which is different to the greywacke and the old red sandstone? Even today, this beautiful location is being hammered by the powerful North Sea. This process, called coastal erosion, wears away material from the coast and causes the distinct harsh coastline we see today. Think about the fact that coastal erosion would have been affecting these rocks over the past 100 million years. Now this is what I do. I want to show you a small example of how me and my peers investigate situations like these. We use tools such as compasses to investigate the angle of dip of the beds, and we use notebooks to record our observations and interpretations, much the same as James Hutton would have done over 200 years ago. As well as being a beautiful geological site, the east coast of Scotland is home to the famous Torness nuclear power station, harnessing the energy of radioactive material and using it to generate electricity. The coast is also home to a variety of animals who thrive in this particular environment. With abundant fish and the rocky landscape, you might not think so. Nevertheless, here we see a great black cormorant feeding atop the rock with a group of other seabirds. This is a very spectacular sight. Even this tiny rock pool will be home to many small marine creatures such as sea slugs, shrimps, seaweed and tube worms. I hope you've enjoyed this short film on Siccar Point. Remember that the Earth Science incorporates geology, geography, as well as a bit of biology. There's so much to learn in this incredible country.